Okay, I wanted to ask you about now Tom Jones.
Hubba hubba.
Can you go to Tom Jones? Tom Jones.
I can't do Tom Jones.
No, but what happened with you and Tom Jones?
Oh, all right. I've had some great things happen with like people recording my songs. When I went to Nashville, it was to learn about. I'd never written a song with anybody other than Eric Clapton, and I always wrote by myself. But I had the opportunity through my friend R.I.P. Philip Donnelly, and he invited me to come to Nashville. And I moved. That's when I first moved to Nashville. I met some great people like Roger Cook and Ralph Murphy. Roger Cook was a great songwriter. He wrote "Teach the World to Sing," "Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress," "You Got Your Troubles, I Got Mine," "Here Comes That Rainy Day Feeling." He and Roger Greenaway, both still my very good friends. But what was I talking about now?
Tom Jones.
Oh yeah. Well, I had been living once again in Nashville, but I think it might be my third time to go back to Nashville, or the second time with the mother of my children, and we weren't legally married, so that's why I say that. But anyway, it was. She hated my guts. Okay, hated my guts, and I couldn't stand the ground she walked on. And it was worse than War of the Roses each and every day of our lives. It was something else. One time, I said, I got to get out of here. I got to get out. I had a 55, blue and white 55 Chevrolet sitting outside. I had a 354 speed and a 411 ring, and boy, it was a fine ride. Chrome reverse baby moons, you know. But I'm out of here. I gotta go. You'll be back. You'll come crawling back next time. I said, this time there ain't gonna be no next time. And I went, bing! Light bulb cranked up the car, went straight to Dick James Music, said, I want to see Roger Greenaway. He said, well, he's in a real important meeting with Mr. James. I said, well, you telling me? Bobby Whitlock says, this time there won't be no next time, and I'm waiting out front. Roger came out and he said, what's that? I said, our next song idea. He said, fantastic. He said, let me finish this meeting. And we wrote it in Dick James Music's office, all right, Dick James's office, Roger Greenaway and I. Right. And we just kind of put it on the shelf, you know, and I went on back home. It wasn't even a week later, all right, he said, hey man, I got some really, Gordon Mills is the guy who manages Tom Jones, and they are going to cut, this time there won't be no, it's called This Time, there won't be no next time. I said, get out of here, man. And they did, as a matter of fact, they had a single, there's some videos of it, it's pretty cool, man, I gotta tell you. But we got to meet him. He was my next door neighbor, he lived across the road when I lived in Sunny Heights. And I kept him awake a lot of times.
Yeah, in Ringo's house.
Yeah, in Ringo's old house. He across the street, 2 doors down, you know, and I was playing that Fender at 3 in the morning, you know, all night long by myself. But we had the opportunity to go, Roger and I, at one time in Nashville, he was Tom Jones was playing the Opera House, some great big place there, and wanted us to come, and so we went. And he's a working man. I'm telling you, he worked real hard. He had 2 ice trays, 2 drink trays full of ice water, one on that side of the stage, one on that side. Man, he was sweating. He worked. He's got a big band with horns behind him. He was down on his knees like that. Women throwing their underwear on the stage. He'd grab it and wipe his face and throw it back at him. Just a hell of a show I had ever seen in my life. And he really did that. And well, after the thing, we got to go back into the dressing room and meet him. And there was like 150 or 200 people in this big room waiting to meet Tom Jones after the show. Well, Roger and I, we got to walk on past all those folks and went in there. And he had a cigar about that long and a bottle of Dom Perignon. He's sucking on that cigar and sipping on that Dom Perignon. And he said, I've been wanting to meet you. He's been wanting to meet you. Wasn't so much the song, but the guy that sang it.
Oh, it was to you.
Yeah.
He likes your singing.
Oh, he thought an awful lot of my singing. That what captured the whole thing, you know, and then the song, you know, presented itself.
Right. I mean, he sang it very much like you
Exactly like I sang it. Same thing Ray Charles doing Slip Away. he sang it. Ray Charles sang "Slip Away" note for note. What I sang, except at the end of it, he hit a little. Where are you going, girl? Get back in here. Ray did. But Tom Jones was awesome. He said I have a bottle of Dom Perignon and a cigar after every show. You know, and if I do 2 shows, it's 2 bottles of Dom Perignon, 2 cigars. But I just thought it was great, and I've seen some of the videos. You know.
Yeah, that's great.
It's really cool. You know, I got to say, having people like that record my music. I'm flattered by it, and I feel honored and blessed that I have the ability to touch somebody enough that they go, that's mine. Well, Ray Charles, when I finished that, I said, this is for Ray Charles. I put it on a cassette. I was going to California, and I was in Nashville and headed to California, and I went by Marjorie Ulrich's office, and this is when we had little cassette players, and I had put it down with just me and the piano, and I went to by Marjorie Ulrich's office on the way to Los Angeles through this cassette, and I said, this song's for Ray Charles. And the odds of that happening, millions and millions to 1. And it wasn't 6 months later, I was in Westlake Village, California, and phone rang, another Bobby story, you know. Ray Charles he said he's going to do the world a favor, do his quintessential country record, and he's going to go back in and bring the band back in and do the world a favor and cut Slip Away. And that's what he said. And he sent me a dictated letter and the cassette of him doing it.
You can't get any better than that.
And now that it's over, there's nothing more I can say, except that I'm sorry for saying too little too late. But then as I was writing this song, I envisioned Ray Charles singing. Well, he actually did that on the record, and so it's Ray Charles singing me singing Ray Charles. Good, huh?